With iridescent feathers, royal posture, and a call that echoes through the forest, the peacock is more than just a bird. It's a living symbol of beauty, grace, and ancient tradition. But behind its mesmerizing plumage lies a fascinating and surprisingly profitable farming industry. This is not only a story of elegance and vibrant colors, it's a story of patience, planning, and profit. How farmers around the world raise, manage, and benefit from what many call the most stunning bird on Earth. Long before it became part of agricultural systems, the peacock stood as a revered emblem in cultures across continents. Its dazzling tail feathers, each marked by iridescent eye-like patterns, have made it a mythic creature in both East and West. In India, the peacock is the national bird, a symbol of immortality, fidelity, and divine beauty. In Hindu mythology, Lord Krishna wears a single peacock feather in his crown, while Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom and art, rides a graceful white peacock. In Buddhism, the bird represents the ability to transform negativity into light, much like how a peacock can consume venomous snakes without harm. This trait became a metaphor for spiritual purity and resilience. In ancient Greek stories, the bird's feathered eyes symbolized the heavens. In medieval Europe, its image adorned royal crests and noble robes as a sign of resurrection and eternal elegance. Even in modern times, the peacock's image lives on in luxury branding, haute couture, and architectural motifs, from five-star hotels to international airlines. It is a universal icon of poise, mystique, and timeless beauty. But while the world continues to admire its aesthetic, few realize that behind its legendary form lies a practical and organized industry. One where farmers don't just raise birds, they build livelihoods from feathers, ecotourism, and exotic breeding. To begin peacock farming, the first and most crucial step is breed selection and proper farm setup. Peacocks are not one size fits all. There are three main breeds most commonly raised: the Indian blue peacock, which is the most widely seen and easily recognizable with its royal blue neck and green tail; the green peacock, larger and rarer with emerald-toned feathers; and the white peacock, a stunning genetic variant with pure white plumage that shimmers in the light like silk. Farmers choose breeds based on their goals. Those aiming for aesthetic tourism or decorative feather sales may prefer Indian or white varieties. Breeders focused on selling offspring often invest in rarer genetic lines, where a single bird can command thousands of dollars. But regardless of breed, the environment is critical. Peacocks require open, naturalistic enclosures with high fencing, because despite their size, they can fly or leap over short walls with ease. The habitat should include ample space for roaming, shaded trees for comfort, and dry, well-drained ground. Proper shelters must offer elevated perches for resting, nesting corners, and dust bathing areas, which are essential for feather hygiene and parasite control. Farmers often landscape their farms with bushes, native grasses, and stones to mimic the bird's natural forest environment, keeping them less stressed and more likely to breed. Diet is another key factor in successful peacock farming. These birds are omnivores, and their nutrition must be balanced for optimal feather quality, egg production, and overall health. A typical adult peacock consumes around 300 to 400 grams of food per day. Their meals include grains like corn, millet, and wheat, leafy greens such as spinach and cabbage, fruits like bananas and apples, and protein sources ranging from boiled eggs to live insects like mealworms or crickets. Many farmers also provide vitamin supplements and calcium to support bone strength and feather growth. Clean, fresh water is a must and must be changed daily. Daily routines also involve checking the bird's physical condition, looking for clear eyes, smooth feathers, healthy droppings, and cleaning coop areas to prevent disease. Rotating grazing zones or outdoor spaces can help reduce parasite loads and maintain a hygienic environment. Breeding is both an art and a science in peacock farming. Typically, peacocks begin mating in the spring and summer, triggered by warmer temperatures and increased daylight. Males begin their courtship displays, spreading their tail feathers into magnificent fans and making loud, resonant calls to attract females. Often, multiple males compete for the same females, and only the most dominant or visually impressive ones are chosen. A single female lays between 4 to 8 eggs in one breeding season. While some farmers allow natural incubation, many prefer using artificial incubators to control conditions precisely. Egg incubation lasts about 28 to 30 days. The optimal temperature is maintained at around 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit, with humidity kept between 55 and 60%. Eggs must be rotated 3 to 4 times a day to prevent embryonic sticking. Once hatched, the chicks, called Peacocks, are placed in warm brooding boxes set to about 90 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit in the first week. Their diet begins with a high-protein chick starter mash, and their health must be monitored constantly, especially for leg deformities or dehydration. Peacocks are delicate, and the first 6 to 8 weeks of their life require the most care and vigilance. Once mature, peacocks open up a range of revenue opportunities for farmers. The most direct stream comes from the sale of live birds. 1-month-old chicks can sell for $50 to $100 each, while adult birds with vivid plumage may fetch anywhere from $300 to over $1,500, depending on breed, age, and feather condition. White or rare varieties can reach prices as high as $5,000. But income isn't limited to birds. Peacocks naturally molt and shed their feathers once a year. A single bird can drop between 200 and 300 feathers annually, which farmers carefully collect. These feathers are then sold to artisans, decorators, and exporters. Depending on size and color, each feather may be worth anywhere from $1 to $10. They're used in traditional dances, temple rituals, costume design, interior decor, and fine crafts. Export markets in Europe, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia often pay premium prices for ethically collected feathers. Another profitable path is ecotourism. Many peacock farms transform part of their operations into visitor-friendly experiences. Guests are invited to observe the birds, photograph them, or even feed them in controlled environments. In places like Thailand, India, and parts of the United States, peacock parks and feather gardens have become increasingly popular among nature lovers and photographers. Farmers also offer educational tours for schools or host themed weddings and private events. Though less common, peacock eggs and meat are also revenue streams. Fertilized eggs are sold to other breeders or collectors for $10 to $50 each. In rare gourmet circles, peacock meat is considered an exotic delicacy, often available only at high-end or cultural events. However, legal and cultural restrictions often limit this option, especially in countries where peacocks are protected. And as we've seen, behind every shimmering plume is a story of care, tradition, and transformation. Peacock farming isn't just a business. It's a blend of nature's artistry and human dedication. From the tranquil fields of rural farms to the global market for feathers, experiences, and eco-beauty, these majestic birds continue to captivate the world in ways both ancient and new. If you found this journey as fascinating as we did, make sure to give this video a like. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the hidden worlds of agriculture, craftsmanship, and innovation. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a story that reveals the extraordinary behind the everyday. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.